It's easy to overlook this building downtown the Dalles, but it's become a second home for those living on the streets.
St. Vincent de Paul's been around for such long time ago.
For nearly 40 years, the nonprofit St. Vincent De Paul has run this day center that homeless people have come to rely on.
That's very important. That's how we get our clothes. That's how we're able to stay clean. That's how we're able to get our food.
5 months ago, the city of the Dalles told St. Vincent's their day center was creating a public nuisance and in violation of a city ordinance requiring businesses to be responsible for much of what happens within 300 feet of their building, an area for the day center that's often lined with tents.
It's way out of control these days.
Cameron Larson lives across the street.
There's feces everywhere. I try to walk my dogs every day and I have to pull them away from it. We've had people in our house. I've been attacked. They're screaming all night. We've heard women being raped in the alley.
And he says it never ends, despite calls to police.
Oh, so many times. Hundreds of times a year I call them.
Instead of it being a paradise for us and our children, this is a hell.
According to city records, someone has been arrested or cited within 300 feet of the day center 34 times for these types of nuisance crimes. Those at St. Vincent de Paul's would not go on camera, but said in a statement that they sent a list of suggestions to the city of how they could address the problems. The city found their suggestions insufficient and ended up filing the nuisance claim in court.
The plan that they submitted was reviewed by our chief of police, and it was found to lack concrete action.
So on Friday afternoon, the day center shut down.
What are we going to do? How are we going to eat?
We're here out on the streets, we're in the rain, we're in the cold, and there's just no help available now.
St. Vincent says the decision to close was difficult but necessary for them to negotiate with the city and hopefully avoid a costly legal trial.
So the main issues and the focus of our action is really around those nuisance crimes.
I'm not cold-hearted. I don't want to see people suffer, but it shouldn't be in a neighborhood, and there needs to be some sort of balance.
We still need to be fed. We're still human beings. We're struggling through life.
Now, for some clarity, those 34 arrests and citations all happened over the course of 1 month. Now, as for the next steps in all of this, the city is pausing its litigation while they sit down with St. Vincent's to try and figure out a way forward. And as for the homeless people, while there still are some resources available to them, as for an immediate place for them to go during the day and get warm, that no longer exists, at least for now.